Jefferson Library branch head Doris Bird Watts speaks on the significance of a library to a community.
The North Jefferson Branch Library, located here at 332 East Utica, is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. The present building was erected in 1929, and coming up to 79, because it is the 50th year. It has strived to meet the needs of the community here. The community, of course, has gone through many changes. The branch, when it was set up, was one of the largest circulating branches in the system. We continue to circulate quite a lot of books here. Our circulation is increasing, and we plan different activities and programs which we feel are of interest to the community, and we hope are meeting the needs.
And what are some of those programs and needs?
Presently, we have programs planned in the library to meet from preschool age up to senior citizens. And this can involve anything from a creative art class to film programs for children to parent workshop on reading with children. We also have films, as I said, on each Saturday, actually. And we have an instructor from the Albright Art Gallery who comes in to do the creative art class. We offer invitations to all of the area schools to come in and visit the libraries in the school year. Presently, we're working with 5 of the area schools, grades kindergarten through 8th grade, and they come on a weekly basis. We are now receiving 3 to 4 classes a week. The average is about 25 to 30 classes a month, and they are instructed in library use. We introduce our particular library, its services, and its materials to them. We do try to have something in the library for everybody. Our material in particular is geared from preschoolers through adult use. Most of our usage is done by children here in the community.
Why is it important for a library to be in a community? I mean, there are community centers for other purposes, but education, how does it apply to life?
Well, the library serves a different need in that it not only supplements the school educational, source. It also is a culture center for children. It's a reading center. It's like a learning center. It provides information of all types to everybody. And I think in that way, the library is different. Also, the library, the opening hours for the library is good so that it can be used for many, many purposes. We are open 2 evenings during the week, which allows community agencies or community groups to come in and use the library as a meeting place. Many of the students, and this is even college students, use the library as a reference resource for homework assignments. And on many afternoons, all the tables are occupied by students doing homework. Again, it does serve a different need other than what some other agency might have.
Now, being in a particularly a black community, I noticed you have a lot of black history posters, books, and you emphasize that.
Yes, we do. I mentioned before about the community going through a change over the 50 years. And this community in particular has changed drastically, and now the community is predominantly black. And our emphasis is on the history of blacks. Recently, earlier this year, rather, this branch library was designated as the center for local Afro American history and research. And this material is housed here in this building, and it deals specifically with the history of blacks in Buffalo and Western New York area.
We spoke with the founding president of the Historical Association, Dr. Monroe Fordham.
Well, it was founded in 1974, primarily because we believe that it was very important. A group of people in the local community believed that it was very important to preserve primary historical sources on Afro-American history, because that's really the raw materials from which history is written from. And we didn't see any other program in existence where that was being done, and we were noticing that a lot of very important primary historical sources were being lost or destroyed. So we decided to organize the Historical Society and try to put an end to that and try to develop a positive program, an active program for locating and preserving historical sources.
Okay, now you have this in place, and where is it in place and how does it work?
Well, basically, we're into microfilming as a method by which we preserve materials. We locate collections of materials from community groups. For instance, the Urban League minutes and the organizational records of other groups, papers of retired people. We get those, we sort them, process them, organize them, and index them, and then we put them on microfilm. And then the microfilm goes to the North Jefferson Branch Library and the Center for Local Afro American History Research, which we have worked there with the cooperation of the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library. They've established that center there. So in essence, that's where the research center is. All the materials are microfilmed and they're placed over there so that people in the universities and the community at large, or whoever would like to use them, can do so. We have it on microfilm and it's got equipment over there to view it. The organization that has records and papers, the larger the volume, the better. Some of the things that we've done, we've microfilmed the papers of the minutes of the Urban League. That was about a reel of microfilm. The Raphael Dubard papers, Raphael Dubard was with the NAACP. He had about 12 file drawers full of materials. Carolyn Thomas, who's recently retired, she had about 12 boxes of materials. And these papers give us some idea of the kind of events and activities that these people were involved with. But what's more, they tell us a lot about the history of the community during the time in which these people are operating.
Any individual or organization with collections of historical materials may have it organized, indexed, and microfilmed by contacting the Historical Association through the North Jefferson Library, East Utica at Jefferson Avenue.